I'm recording early for a very interesting reason. I'm only recording 10 minutes earlier. It's as opposed to 10 minutes later because I really want to watch an episode of Mob Psycho 100 because there was like a cliffhanger type thing on the episode I just watched, and if I were to watch the next one, I would have to record late. So instead of watching half of the episode and then recording and then finishing it, I'm just going to record early so that I can get to the next episode immediately. And there's that. So what did I do today? Nothing. Jack shit. I did play a bit of Lost Reavers. I said I wouldn't grind too much, but Dave got me playing in the morning, and then I was just like, "Fuck it, we'll play a bit more." And I looked at my I don't know what you call it, but there's some sort of thing that'll track your play times and stuff on the Wii U, and apparently I've put in 60 hours total over a period of 10 days, and yesterday and the day before were 9 hours, and then there was one at like 6 hours, 4 hours. First day I only played like 2 hours, but yeah, so I've put in a lot, and I think event ranked I'm like 3 something, monthly rank I'm like 4 something. So yeah, yeah, I still play that one quite a bit. This is the wrong team. Uh I I did grind a bit in VC today earlier in the morning, but as I said, Dave got me playing Lost Reavers, and then I was just in that. But I did play a bit. I didn't exhaust my resources, but I did do a little bit. And of course, even a little bit is still good when I use the rank team because I don't know, it holds me there for a while. Tiger's over there. I was messing with Tiger earlier. I don't think she likes me right now because I was trying to get her to play the piano, and by that I mean picking her up and then putting her on the piano, and then she would try to run away, and then I would pick her up and put her on the piano, hopefully trying to make some connection between pressing and the notes. But I don't think she has the ears that are right for hearing notes. Well, she heard that. I just tapped some high notes, and she she listened. It's still on. I could play a little ditty. The posture isn't the best for playing little ditties right now. I am recording on my bed because I was watching Mob Psycho, and I want to watch the next one. It's a very good show. I been watching some more anime. I think I mean like I haven't been watching that much recently. Definitely not. Most of anything I've been watching would be Ranma One Half because it's an old show that I've really just like had no reason for not seeing because I'd known so much about it, and everybody's like people talk about it all the time, and it's just a really good show. So I'm like, fuck it, we'll start it, and it's a really good show, and I enjoy the hell out of it. That's usually the show that I will watch it while I'm waiting for the episode to waiting for VC the episode to produce and then upload, and then I can go to sleep. So I usually get one or two in at night, unless I'm grinding with Dave or I'm watching YouTube videos that I hadn't watched yet because I've been grinding with Dave. But that's only been a recent problem. If I keep up with the watching of the Ranma every now and then I think I can finish it in I don't know like 2 months or something. It's a quite a long show. Probably more than that. 2 months is like 60 days, and I think I have like 100 episodes to go. So bit more than 2 months. Well, no, because sometimes I watch 2 episodes a day, so maybe 2 months. Maybe that estimate was correct. I don't know. I'll let you know when I get around to that one, because I do like to talk about things. We're gonna play some piano now. God, I have not been practicing that much piano, honestly. I really should, and I know I should, but then I'm just stuck doing the Lost Reavers thing. It's like the whole idea behind me giving up on the conventional method with the school and shit is getting good at piano so that I can make some sort of creative career besides YouTube, because the YouTube is so fucking weird, and it's going to be really hard to get popular doing just this, as I've said before. So the whole idea behind, yes, not taking the conventional route would be to practice, learn piano, do covers to get popular, do some original songs and see what we can do, and just have a lot of fun with it. But I have to get good first, and I haven't been practicing that much. What I really want to do, because what I want to do right now is the boring shit, right? Because I really want to get good at, and at least learn how to even do sight reading, which is just looking at notes and reading them and then playing the song by that. And that's just something that I'm not very good at. But if I can get good at that, then I can learn other songs, and from there, I can just learn much faster. Because if I know how to read a song, then I can play the song, and I can get used to how a song plays and what some parts sound like, and then I can experiment a lot more with taking parts from other songs and just get a better feel for the piano in general. I just need to get good at that specifically. Of course, practice would be good, but I think the fundamentals are an important thing. Speaking of learning, God, I need to fucking learn Korean. I, I fucking, like, today and like many days, I had a moment where I thought about Legendary Moonlight Sculptor, and I thought so bad about how I just really want to read more Legendary Moonlight Sculptor, just so badly, but God, none of the. I mean, I haven't been searching, but as I'm told, there are no really good translations of Volume 21 and on, and there are no legal translations of Volume 21 and on. No translations that the original author is accepting or comfortable with. He only allowed for translations of volumes 1 to 20, and I've read those in English, and sometimes it was a little shoddy, but it was understandable. But I want to, so badly do I want to learn Korean so that I can read it, and I would reread it too. The idea is to get a basic understanding of the written language, which I've heard is actually quite simple. I'm sure. Well, it's not like easiest thing in the world, but they have a really good system. I've heard. I haven't looked into any of it. I don't understand any of it. I have never learned a different writing system than the English one. So this would be just a completely new experience for me. Well, I guess music notation isn't exactly a writing system, but it's similar, and even then, I'm bad at that. So, but it will be a difficult experience for me. But I want to do it. I want to do it so that I can. I want to do it so that I can read Legendary Moonlight Sculptor. I love this story so much, and I want to see what this character does, what happens. God, where it left off, it kills me so much. I think about those last few words that were said in that last volume. I think about them all the time, and it just kills me that I'm not reading more. But God, oh man. But yeah, so if I can gain a basic understanding of the written language and how the language works, then I can just reread the story from the first 20 volumes as a sort of solidification of my understanding, because I will already have prior knowledge of how the story works just with how good my memory is. So then I will already understand a lot of things, and I'll be able to figure out things from context, and that in itself will help me learn. But I just need to get started almost, and I don't exactly know where to start. I mean, I guess this is where I should ask for help. If anybody out there has some experience with learning another language, is there like a program that works really well that's free? I know there are tons of paid ones, like Rosetta Stone is an example, and some people seem to like it. There's another one that Egoraptor Aaron Hansen was talking about, and I believe I wrote the name of that down somewhere. It's Pimsleur. He apparently really liked Pimsleur. And both of those cost like $300, right? And they both seem like pretty helpful, pretty conclusive, pretty just all around, like, if I wanted to start somewhere, then either of those would be a good option. But I don't have any fucking money, right? So if people know of a good way to do this, I like really fucking want to do this. And like even then that could be a sort of side job on its own, you know, being a translator, just like it might even just be a hobby that I do for free, or just like chump change from ad revenue if I sign with like fucking, I don't know if I'd have to sign anything, but I'd love to work for Manga Cow, right? Manga Cow is one of my favorite fucking translator groups out there, and they mostly do Korean shit. So if I learn Korean, I can just hit them up and be like, hey, I mean, I'm pretty good at Korean, and I also have a vast understanding of the English language. So you know, I can do some proofreading, I can do some minor translating. I help you guys out. And I fucking get on in there and fucking, I don't know. That could be fun to do. Or just like fucking yeah. But you know, you got to start somewhere, and I don't even know where to start. I feel like I've looked some things up before, and it's just tough. I don't know. I don't know. Fucking whatever. So yeah, I haven't started that, although I do really want to. So if you have any way to help me out, please fucking let me know. Um, I would be very grateful. I know I'm talking to like 30 people right now, and the odds that one of you might know something is kind of slim. But then again, I do have a very foreign audience. I feel like more than most. I want to say just because of this game and this game's popularity, as like a it's kind of like an Asian culture kind of thing, and shit like that. So I feel like yeah, I have a, and I can look at my own statistics. I can't look at everyone's statistics, but I can look at my own and say that yeah, I do have quite a foreign audience. So I feel like yeah, that's, some people might have some idea. I know. Uh, I remember Frank's story for how he learned English from just because uh, I don't know if I should say where he's from, but he's not from America, and his English isn't his first language. But he figured it out at an early age because he was playing oh god, RuneScape it was, and people were just saying words that he was unfamiliar with, so he would ask his father, and like his father would translate, and he would just learn from that. He just learned the basics, and then just started like looking into it and stuff like that. And you know, Mike was there, and we were talking about what really helps in learning a language is immersion, right? It's to completely surround yourself with this thing so that you get used to it. And that's just a really good way to learn a language, or so I'm told. I don't have any experience. All of my experience in most of the things I talk about comes from other people's mouths. I think I should explain that now and forever. If I ever remake a which I should, of course. If I ever make another channel thing, I really should get around to doing that. Making a proper channel introduction, because the current one I have now is just one I fucking threw together. I was just like, hey, like it was a fucking like a VC episode. I was just like, hey, this is the channel introduction. I believe it's also the Patreon video, and it's fucking garbage. I don't know. It's just me. It's a lot of me explaining what the channel itself is like, which works well as a channel introduction. But it's also 20 minutes long because it's still a proper episode. So I feel like I should have a shorter channel introduction. But you know, I haven't done any real brainstorming as to how I would make that work. But how did I get to that topic? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, because I was talking about how I know a lot of things, and I talk about a lot of things that I haven't personally experienced, but I don't know, I'm observant, and I read a lot of things, and I just listen to a lot of things, and I don't know, I see a lot of things, and I pick up on intelligent people, and I learn from intelligent people because I'd rather be intelligent. But yes, so I have a basic understanding of what it's like to learn a language without ever actually learning a language. And of course, you know, it's I feel like, I don't know, it's in some ways I feel like it can't be that hard, but I know it has to be hard, right? I don't know, but yeah, we were talking about how immersion really helps as a way of getting used to it. And the whole idea behind rereading the story is if I'm just reading a whole Korean story right there, all like fully Korean, no English at all, then it's that. I have to get used to that. I have to think in Korean, which I feel like is just going to be the most difficult thing in the world because I've known English for so long, and that's what I think in. I think in English, and I feel like what I'll try to do is try to take the Korean and translate it into English, and I don't want to do that, because it's not like that's a there are two main ways to understand a language. My from what I know, there you can either I don't know if there are words for them. I'm sure someone has come up with some words for them, but you can either like fully understand the language, fully think in the language, know how the language works, and just know the language, and be able to think in the language, or you can sort of supplement the language and connect it to your own, where if someone speaks to you in this language, you take that language and you change it to your own, and then you have to think in your own language and then change it back to the other language and then reply. And the older you get, the more likely you are to do that kind of thing. But I don't want to do that. I want to fully learn Korean as Korean and understand Korean, and that's why immersion is the thing that I want to do, which will make translating hard. But I kind of want to have a basic understanding of both systems of thought there, just so that translating is possible. But okay, I had to think for a second about the length of this video, because I did say I was recording it early, and now I know how long it is and how long I need it to be. But yes, I mean, more updates on that when it happens. Maybe I'm completely wrong, or maybe just, I mean, I haven't had this experience yet. All of my experience in this is my understanding of other people's experiences. And so maybe it's somehow ingenuine or something like that, but that's all I know. That's a little disclaimer for you there. My understanding of what it's like to learn another language is all 100% through other people's testimonies. Multiple people though. And it makes sense. I don't know, but again, more on that if I get around to doing it. Which, of course, I fucking really want to and hopefully will, but that all just depends on if I can find a suitable method that doesn't cost any money, which is hard to do. But, I mean, like, I almost want to just try to read it now somehow, but I don't know if I can. Like, I don't know. Like, if I could look up some sort of alphabet or something and gain, like, the basic understanding just from that, maybe it's possible. Because, like, if I'm told, like, what I'm told is that the Korean writing system is, like, very simple and it's very easy to understand, in that, like, I believe somebody once said that, or somebody recently, I feel like. Yeah, somebody recently said that like, the way the letters are shaped actually, like, really explain how the sound works. So if I can understand that, and I can understand the sound, then I can make the sound, and I can make out the word form, and then maybe, just maybe, I can just figure everything out, Big old fucking Sudoku puzzle or some shit. I don't know why well, I know exactly why Sudoku came to mind, because I'd seen it earlier, but it's nothing at all like Sudoku. But it would be just trying to figure it out. And I mean, I feel like that would be difficult. That would be, I don't know, that would be more toward my goal of fully understanding it, I think. But that would most definitely be very, very difficult. Hell, it would be a great thing to show off, Hey, I learned Korean just by looking at Korean. Fucking I don't know if I know the story that well. I want to say, because I know the story really well, but I don't know it word for word, and I know that it's not going to be translated word for word, because that's not how the language works. They're just too far apart for it to be that simple. Like in Spanish, there are a lot of words where just this word just means this other word, But of course, there are a lot of complexities to it as well. But it's not a direct translation from Spanish to English. But it's a lot easier to translate Spanish to English than it is most Asian languages to English. But I don't know. Chinese is the complicated one, but it just more on that when I actually experience it and when I can actually talk about it. But for now, uh, gosh, do I want to end this episode? Let's not. Well, I feel like it should be longer because it can be longer because I'm recording so much easier or earlier. But gosh, what is there to talk about? Should I just play some piano for a while? Show you how like not really different I've gotten. I don't know. Oh, I should use that before she dies. That's gonna kill her. Maybe we should just end the episode because I just really want to watch Mob Psycho 100. I think we can talk. You know what? Let's talk about Mob Psycho 100 a little bit because we brought it up in the beginning of the episode, but we didn't go too much into that. It's a very good show. It's a very good show. Yeah. So I don't know if I'm really jumping back into anime, but you know, I was just checking around, seeing what kind of new shows there were that interested me on Kiss Anime. And I saw the first episode of a Magical Girl show that just started airing, and it's fucking great, and I fucking love it. But more on that when there are more episodes. And then I saw that Mob Psycho had just ended, and I was like, yeah, fucking people talk about this all the fucking time, right? People are really into this one. It's by the same manga writer as One Punch Man, which was super amazing. And I've seen videos about Mob Psycho every now and then just by people I really like, and they're like, this is a fucking great show, everybody needs to watch it. And I was like, okay. So I'm watching it now, and it's a great show and everybody needs to watch it. They did not lie to me. Like there are really specific things that that just maybe, like, I don't know, make it weird to certain people. It is very, like, if you like One Punch Man, you like Mob Psycho. They're very similar in a lot of ways, but the animation is different, of course. It's different animation studios. I believe Madhouse did One Punch, and Bones is doing Mob Psycho, and I fucking love both of those studios. They're amazing, and really for both shows, they just, it fits so well because One Punch Man, the anime was based off of the manga that was recreated by like a really good artist, right? One himself is not a very good artist. He makes like really sloppy, messy drawings. So One Punch Man, it's just like it's kind of really bad looking, but it's just the story is so intriguing. So somebody took a look at this story and they were like, this is so fucking good. Can I draw this again and make it better? And one was like, fuck yeah, go ahead. So they did that, and they made a professional looking manga out of it. And then One Punch Man, the anime, is based off of the professional looking manga, but Mob Psycho 100 is based off of One's original manga. So the whole style is a lot choppier, and there are like crazy lines everywhere and shit, and it's just insane and really fucking pretty too. In a lot of places, it's just like it's not as clean as One Punch Man, but it still has, it's like a, I don't know, it's just really cool to look at. Just definitely Bones is fucking great for animation, I gotta say. Bones, Madhouse, amazing. Yeah, so we're getting a little bit back into anime. Still don't remember the name of that thing I mentioned at the end of yesterday's episode. I haven't watched an anime about it, or that had it yet, so, can I get some fucking skills, please? Thank you. God, now I can win, maybe. Probably not. I believe that's like all skills exhausted. They might have had a natural, but it's gone now. So now we just kind of wait until we die. Probably is how this is going to go. I feel like she's going to do a bit more damage, but she's not going to last that long. Well, wait. Okay, never mind. Okay, pulled through. Just barely. Alright. If she would have used an attack skill, we would have been fucked. But hey, that's a high ultra rare. She's got one more than everybody else. So she lives just a little bit longer. She's not awakened because I'm lazy as hell. But yeah, it's good. Yay, Dave watched the Magical Girl show. He just messaged me about that because I told him to watch it earlier because it's a very good show. It's basically about just this phone app or whatever can is about raising magical girls just to fight and get points or whatever. And then there's a rumor that like really really lucky people, just a super random chance that you can actually become a magical girl, and this girl gets that, and then she becomes a magical girl, and she finds out that there are other magical girls in her area, and they're all competing, and she happens to be like she this was her dream, of course. So she just absolutely loves it, and she turns out to be like one of the best ones. And she's just like just running around helping people because that's what she does. Her skill is to hear the cries of people who need help. So in a world where you get points for helping people, as a magical girl does, she immediately starts out doing really well. And the end of the episode, of course, hits you with the big one, and really really makes the show interesting. And I don't know if I want to say what it is, because I went into it already knowing from reading the description. But if you want to go from it just from my description and not know the crazy ending, and be in some sort of surprise, then I say that's a good thing to go for, because it's a good show overall. It's very it's cute. The animation is really pretty, and just like the designs are great. It's a really great show. But there is a twist, and I think I'm not gonna say it, even though it's like if you read any of the descriptions, you'll find out pretty quickly. I guess it depends where you are, but so I'm not gonna say what the twist is, but there is most definitely a twist to the whole show. I'm making hand motions for no reason. I don't know why. Sometimes I do that. I don't always do that, but every now and then I'll do little hand motions. So that's anime. That's anime for now. And that's gonna be about the end of this episode. Because I think I'm out of battle points or something. I could just refill and then just do another 10 minutes or so if I fucking wanted to, but I don't want to. As I said, I want to watch Mob Psycho 100, so that's very good. Watch that if you want. Check out the Magical Girl show, actually. Yeah, because that's good. Take care of yourself too, of course. Always take very good care of yourself. If you know anything about learning other languages, hit me up, please.